Okay. Yeah, that's
Outstanding.
great. That's great. So let me share the screen and we will go first um to this text. Okay, so
Hmm.
this is a magazine called History Magazine.
Hmm.
Wow. All right.
Hmm.
So this seems to be a very difficult text. But yeah, I mean, we can start with like welcome thing.
Yeah.
I can read
Yes,
and I can ask you some questions if I don't understand the words, okay?
absolutely, absolutely. Let me clean up something here. This meeting is being recorded. I click on OK.
Oh, okay.
Good. Yeah. Now this is perfect.
All right, great. So what we will be doing is I will be reading a text and my friend Steven or Steve, uh, should I say Steven or Steve? What is
Steve,
formal?
Steve is fine.
Mr.
Um,
Stradman. Mr. Stradman.
you better not. Don't you dare. Mr. Stradman, my father taught English and high school English, and all the students certainly called him Mr. Stradman. They never used his first name, but uh, you and I are pals, man.
All
So,
right.
in this, yeah, yeah.
Let's see. So,
So
10 years ago, on 26th of March, or what would you read it? Would you say 26th of
actually,
March or March 26th?
26 with the small th, to the right and up from the six is absolutely proper English. But a more modern style of English would be 10 years ago on 26 March 2015.
So,
You know,
without
and
saying
that's
th, right? Basically.
no, because the thing is that if you listen to the TV news, and the worst example of that is this person called David Muir. He's a big deal network news anchor for the ABC, American Broadcasting Company television network. And um, the modern style English is kind of, like impact, 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 impact. So if you say 26 year, no, if you say 10 years ago on 26 March 2015, you know, it has a kind of impactful quality. And that would go over really good in an interview.
Okay, that's awesome because I thought
Yeah,
I would, if I was to write this sentence, I would say 10 years ago on March 26, 2015.
that is interesting too, because the style of date that you use also can, makes the speech either soft or hard. Now, um, the traditional style for like a date would be March 26, 2015. But 26 March 2015 with the date with the numbers for the date first is more impactful.
Okay. All right, let's continue. So
So
we have the date first, and it struck us first, and then an English king was buried in a cathedral. By the way, if I mispronounce something or if I sound
if I
unnatural,
hold on the word buried, um,
I said
let's
buried.
see,
It should be buried,
not
right?
not it's not an sound. It's not an sound. Although you like the U and the R are right next to each other, just try buried. It's
Ah, okay.
almost
The
like
king
the
was
word.
buried.
It's
Buried.
Yeah, yeah, that's correct because the word is it's deceptive like a lot of English words. Like the first part of the word is almost like a berry, like in a strawberry, um,
Yeah,
or a blueberry. And it's
exactly.
B it's pronounced like as if it were Berry with the rest of it, like indicating past tense.
Huh.
I mean,
Cool.
like an English king was buried.
Buried in a cathedral. What
Yeah.
made
So
this event particularly unusual was that the king had died more than 500 years ago and had been residing under a car park in Leicester.
on that word, Leicester is a name of
Leicester.
it's a name of a town or city in England, and um, Leicester is yeah. You want to give the third letter of that word the I and I sound. Like Leicester.
Leicester. Leicester.
Yeah.
Okay, Leicester
Pe
until very recently. Mhm. I'm referring, of course, to Richard the Third or Richard Third.
no. Actually, the word "the" is not there. Um, but that would be it would be more correct to say I'm referring, of course, to Richard the Third. Because if you say, of course, I'm referring, of course, to Richard III, nah.
No, no, no. I'm
If you
saying
say
Richard Third, but
yeah,
it should be with the definite article or without.
I would I would sneak that, like THE in there between, like Richard and the Roman numerals for the letter three.
So it should be to
So
Richard the Third.
yeah,
Okay,
only like you want it smooth, really smooth. I'm referring, of course, to Richard III,
okay.
whose rediscovery in 2012. So carry on.
2012, yeah, whose rediscovery in 2012 is arguably the greatest history news story of this century. But how could we be sure that this skeleton did indeed belong to the Yorkist king? Is it Yorkist king?
Yeah, yeah,
Yorkist king.
that's I haven't seen
Yorkist
that word as
sounds like the one from York, right? Like belonging to York.
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely correct.
Okay. To provide an answer, the latest scientific techniques were employed. Employed like they were applied.
The word employed there, um, is like you could that if you're going to take that word out, well, like you could say used, and like to provide an answer, the latest scientific techniques were used, but
Okay.
employed is like a more elegant, like way of saying used.
Oh,
Um,
okay. As recounted in this month's cover feature. Recounted was like it means like it was mentioned
uh, re- uh,
or
hmm,
repeated.
I'm familiar with recount.
I think on
Well,
recount
actually,
of is like somebody's memory or no, something like that.
that's what I'm coming up with. Um, it's like as it's a funny word. Recounted has the quality of like remembering or um sort of like reporting the news. Like the newscaster recounted uh what happened in the like the flood yesterday.
Oh,
Like
okay. So
is
you are thinking
recounting
it
is
it could
giving
be reported.
giving it's reported. It's kind of like giving the details, but it also like kind of refers to like details in a past tense. Like
Hmm.
um, a newscaster on TV wouldn't say like we're going to recount the events of yesterday's, or like the TV broadcaster recounted what happened like in the big Texas flood. But um, yeah, it's kind of an elegant word. It's an elegant word, and it's not something that you would hear in ordinary speech, but
What about
like
this month's cover feature? This month's cover, meaning like the cover of the magazine, right? But what about feature? Feature is like issue.
okay, well let's like dissect this because this is neat. Um, the feature is like an article in um
Mm.
a magazine. Okay, a feature is And a cover feature is, like an article that's in a magazine, so to speak, but, like there's a picture of it, or, like there's a picture of like something from the article um, that's in the magazine. And of
Hmm.
course, it's like this month's, like issue of Time magazine, or this month's issue of,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
whatever magazine.
All right. All right. So it's written by Turi King, who led the DNA verification process that ensured the correct man would be laid to rest in Leicester Cathedral.
That lay, that's not an A sound. I try
Leicester?
what I, yeah, because here's the thing.
Oh, again.
Often is not, when you have two vowels next to each other, it's the second vowel that gets the pronunciation. And
Yeah, but
the devil of
how
it,
do you pronounce this one?
Leicester,
Okay, I said
right?
Leicester. So it's Leicester, not Leicester.
Yeah. Is it kind of like a, a thing to help with this? When you have a word like Leicester, and the second and third letters are both vowels, don't pronounce the first vowel, pronounce the second vowel. Now, of course, like that tool is going to, give you a lousy result, because English language is not consistent. It's
Okay.
not consistent at all.
All right.
And it's, yeah, but
Let's
Leicester, focus on the second vowel. And you're like,
Leicester. Okay. Turn to page 22 for the full inside story. Richard III's reign famously ended in ignominy. I have no idea what this word means.
oh, okay. Ignominy. Ignominy is a disgrace.
Ah,
Ignominy
okay.
is, like scandal. Um,
Oh, okay.
oh, um, it's the understatement of the century, but Adolf
No,
Hitler's
this is a great
career ended in
synonym.
ignominy.
Disgrace.
But you,
All right. So we just keep going as ended in ignominy,
let's work on this a little bit. Ignominy.
ignominy.
Um, okay. Um, Now here's the thing. Ignominy, the O in that word is what I remember from like English in elementary school, is the O in a word can have a long or a short sound. When the pronunciation repeats the name of the letter, it's a long sound. And igno, O, oh, like in the English language, that letter is called O, as in A-E-I-O-U. Repetition of the vowels. So ignominy
Ignominy.
and
Ignominy. So it's not
ignominy.
stressed.
Yes,
The stress falls on the first syllable, E. Oh yeah, or an I. I understand.
that's my best guess.
All
That is
right.
my best guess.
All right, so I keep going. As did, okay, so Richard III's reign famously ended in ignominy, as did that of a second king under the spotlight this month. What is spotlight?
Spotlight is actually a
So do you
kind of
pronounce it
lamp.
spotlight, not spotlight, like I did?
Yeah. Uh,
Spotlight. I guess that sounded more like
Spotlight.
British. Spotlight.
Now here's the other example of the use of the letter O. Um, you don't say, oh, oat spotlight. That would be a long, that would be a long pronunciation of that vowel. Spotlight is ah, or is actually, like how that would be a short pronunciation of that vowel, the letter O in that word. Now, so the spotlight, and what a spotlight is it's a focus. It's a focus. In this use, it's a focus of um, an article about, like this story that's, like in this month's issue of this magazine. Um, Spotlight itself refers to a lamp that focuses a beam of light um, on a single person in on the stage, like in a theater. Um, if you have a stand-up comedian that's standing on a stage and entertaining a crowd, there'll be somebody way in the back, probably like pretty high up, who's focusing a beam of light on the comedian who is on the stage. Because, and then you hear expressions like something has the spotlight, meaning the spotlight is on them. But
Okay.
this word in this sentence is not about an actual lamp in any
Yeah,
theater.
I
It's
understand.
about it's about a focus.
Of course, yeah, it's a great example. So Charles the First on, or yeah, Charles the First on the 400th anniversary of the beginning of Charles' reign, we've asked the historian Jonathan Healy, is it Healy?
Yeah, that's the pronunciation I would give it.
All right, to consider
Yeah.
whether the Stuart kings, and then let's move on, whether the Stuart king's enemies were justified in describing him as a tyrann, right? Or
Mm, mm.
tyrant, this word.
Um, this word has to do with oppressive leadership.
Yeah, yeah, I know. But
Um, yeah,
so
tyrant.
is
I
tyrant.
I would give that. I would give that, I would give that, like why in that word. Uh, now, hmm, now there's a couple of variations of this word, and it makes it a pain in the neck. Um, there's something called tyranny.
Yeah,
Tyranny. It's
yes. It's a noun.
Tyra,
It's
and
not a person. It's an idea.
yeah, well, tyranny is, yeah, it's a noun and it describes, um, a form of government.
Yeah,
Tyrant is
is a
tyrant
person.
would be the correct pronunciation of this word in this usage.
Tyrant, right?
Mm, yeah.
Great, great. Okay,
Yes.
you'll find his assessment in our think piece on page 53. To conclude on a more positive note, this issue, we're also revisiting the life of Josephine Baker. By the way, Josephine is a feminine name, right?
Yes, it's a lady.
And what's
It's a
the
lady.
short,
Joseph,
like a nickname? Because I know there's in American names, you have the full names and you also have the nicknames. Is there a short version of Josephine?
for a lady with that name, Josie,
Ah, Josie.
Jossy.
Like this?
That,
Like
yeah, J
Jossy?
Jossy. Like it, the the formal, the formal, almost gets completely blown up, and the only thing left over is a J, a couple of two S's and a Y. You know, there's no Y in Josephine. What the hell are you doing? No, but Josie is, what I think I would hear for a diminutive
Exactly,
of
exactly.
a close person to person relationship version of
Yeah, yeah,
Josephine.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. All right, so who has been described as the first black superstar and who died 50 years ago this month? She is probably still best known as an entertainer, but as Anna Maria Berry shows in her article on page 62, Baker also had crucial roles to play in the Second World War and the civil rights struggle. I hope you enjoy the issue. Rob Adder.
Let's see. I hope you enjoy. Yes, I hope
The,
you enjoy the issue.
the issue.
And the issue, yeah, the
The issue
issue
meaning
is
like this basically
this month's
magazine.
magazine.
Yes,
This
yes.
month's magazine. I hope you enjoy, this month's issue of History magazine. Or in that sentence, it's a shorter form. I hope you enjoy this issue. Like, and
Yeah.
he hands a guy
Yeah.
a copy, a copy of the magazine.
All right, so for me, there were some interesting words. For example, I didn't know that tyrant is pronounced tyrant, but I did know tyranny is pronounced as tyranny. And also, employed was basically like used. Recounted was like I think you said reported. Then
Remember a little bit past tense from something, like
yeah,
like yesterday or like 100 years previous.
yeah. What else? What else? Ignominy, like bad story or
Let,
like
let, let's work on that one for just a quick second. Ignominy.
ignominy. Yeah, I keep forgetting this stress falls on the
No,
first
it's
syllable. Ignominy. Yeah.
cool,
So this
man.
is like a bad, not a bad story, like a scandal.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
yes, but
scandal, scandal. Yeah, yeah.
like that. That makes a person, a terrible person, a person that you're absolutely sure is, well,
Yeah. And then we
um,
have spotlight,
going to
spotlight
have
like
a very
focus,
bad reputation. Yeah.
focus in this context. And then this English town, which I read as Leicester, should actually be Leicester.
Try to remember that tip about pronouncing the second vowel. I've seen that in a
Is that
couple of
correct?
other languages.
Leicester? Steve.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, cool. All right. All right,
yeah.
so we've basically read an introduction to the magazine, and we're gonna look a little bit at what this magazine contains, so the contents of the magazine. Basically, this is a historical one. You see, it's about history, and this is from April 2025, not long ago, actually. So, yeah, and oh, I'm looking at some. Oh, okay. So we can actually maybe read this short article about
Absolutely, man.
Loch Ness monster. Have you heard of this story? Like the guy
Yes,
made
yes.
this
It's
picture.
supposed to be like a dinosaur. That's yeah, it's supposed something like a dinosaur.
But did you know
Um,
the actual story? The guy actually made up this thing. He made it up. So himself, he kind of created a plastic thing. He put it in the uh, in the lake, and he took a picture of it. Because he wanted to, uh, he wanted to basically sell his pictures. That's what I heard. Did you hear something about it?
that I didn't hear about, but that is so bad human nature that is totally run amok in the 21st century with all
Yeah.
these people trying to get some internet money by making fake content.
Yes,
And
exactly.
it's things like Chat GBT
Yeah, this guy is the
make,
pioneer of
yeah,
fake content. Is the is the pioneer of fake
right.
content.
He should have been shot.
Yeah. So, yeah, how do you read this Loch Ness or
I would, yes, 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 exactly perfect. Loch Ness is Loch Ness is a name of a place.
yeah, yeah, I know. It's
Um,
the lake. But I mean,
but it's
do
also
you say Loch
but it's also
Ness or Loch Ness?
I would give that H some play. Loch Ness, you know,
Oh,
it's
like it sounds like
it's a
a little
C.
bit.
Yeah, I
All right.
think if I'm not wrong, it may be in Scotland,
Yes.
and the Scots love their CH sounding words. Loch Ness would probably, and if a tourist was in Scotland and and you said Loch Ness, you know, some eyebrows would be doing the mambo, like on the face of the Scots who don't like the pronunciation, because people like to have their words pronounced correctly. Uh,
Okay. So shall we start?
anyway, absolutely, please.
All right. So 21 April 1934, a photo of the Loch Ness monster is published. or is it? The surgeon's photograph fuels a media frenzy. Have no idea what frenzy is.
Frenzy is like an excited crowd. Um,
Oh, okay.
it's kind of like, well, the best example of that was, um, Marilyn Monroe was an ordinary woman, and she could turn on her personality. She could walk through a town and nobody noticed. But if she turned on, like her personality, like there would be a riot of, like men trying to get close to her. And that riot would be, like a frenzy. It's a very, very excited crowd. So a media frenzy would
Is
be,
like
um,
audience, basically, excited
yeah,
audience.
it would be like a TV news story, um, that, like everybody in the nation, like was, like watching it, and everybody was, like either anxious or happy or some extreme emotion. So yeah, the surgeon's photograph fueled a media frenzy. Um, you could say in this situation, the magazines were promoting this story in the hopes of selling more magazines. They may not have achieved, like make swindling the public into believing a falsehood, but within the offices of Time magazine, within the offices of, like the the network news, like content creators, like everybody was hard at work, you
Yes.
know, um, you know,
All right.
trying
All
to,
right.
like get everybody, like know all about it.
Super. On a spring day in 1934, a man stood at the edge of Loch Ness in the Scottish Highlands, his hands steady as he lifted his camera. The water was eerily still, save for gentle ripples lapping against the shore. What is eerily still? It's like completely still?
Eerily, the word eerily is an adjective there, means, like kind of spooky, um, you know, almost scary. If something has an eerie quality, it has a potential to frighten
Oh,
a
okay. Like
person.
almost frightening,
Yeah,
frighteningly.
yeah. It's it's a subtle, like the word eerily is, it's like it's a subtle thing. It's, like something that is not, like overt. Um, like frenzy is, like completely excited, over the top. Like um, you could describe a battle as a frenzy. Like where there was, like a lot of violence happening. Eerily would be like walking into a situation and the hairs on the back of your neck start to stand up because, like you start getting stressed out. Like it's, it could, like, oh, this could be dangerous.
Yeah, so
It's,
let's
yeah.
do this English dictionary. Let's have a look at English dictionary. I want to see some more. Okay, so let us go back here. We have eerily. Okay, eerily. What would it say? So eerily in a strange, frightening, and mysterious way. Wow, thank you so much, Steve. You did a good
But
job.
kind of low key. It's kind of low key. It's not like, like hand grenades blowing up everywhere.
Yeah. Her voice was eerily similar to her dead grandmother's. So it's like, oh,
No,
like a
no,
little bit
no, no.
scary.
DEAD, dead, as in
Yeah,
passed
yeah,
away.
dead grandmother. Yeah, yeah. I got it. Okay,
Um,
so
and
eerily
now
still, like scarily
that's a
still.
small sidetrack. That word dead, that's a lousy example of the opposite of Leicester. I said, pronounce the second vowel when you have two vowels next to each other.
Yeah.
Dead, D-E-A-D, is the E is the vowel that gets, like the pronunciation. Now
All
isn't that
right.
a poke in the eye with a sharp stick? It's you can't
Okay.
count on the English language for anything.
That's fine. That's fine. All right. Then something broke the surface and a long sinus
How
neck
about sinuous? That's
sinuous.
that
Huh.
this word sinuous, it's as if, like you chopped off the first three letters, sin, and like S-I-N, it's not like, it's not something you want to brag about in church. Sinuous,
Sinuous.
uh, this is good. I love to have the actual correct definition.
Moving
Moving in
in a
a
twisting, curving,
twisting,
and or
curving.
indirect way.
Uh, yes, that word probably could be used of snakes. Like who
Mm.
move by, um, moving their bodies to propel themselves, like across ground. Um, yeah,
So you would say sinuous, sinuous.
sinuous, like you pronounce the word sin and then just blend it into the rest of the, like the letters of the word.
Yeah. You
So,
know what I like to do, Steve? I like to always find synonyms that will, especially when I read a text and I see the word, I would find the word that would be the
mm,
synonym, like the closest synonym. Can I, for example, substitute sinuous with curving or twisting in this context? Could I say, then something broke the surface and a long twisted neck stretched up from the depths?
a sinuous neck. Uh, okay.
Can I
Then
say
something broke
twisted,
this.
twisted neck?
Then something broke the surface, and a long, curving, and twisting neck stretched up from the depths. Now, sinuous is, like it conveys the meaning of curving and twisting. Um, it contain, like it condenses that meaning into just like, was it the seven letters or so of the word sinuous? Because the neat thing about the English language is that, and any language, I'm sure, is that you get a word and you can sort of like, um, open the suitcase, and like if you open the suitcase of sinuous, you find curving, you find twisting. Um, Sinuous also has a sort of negative quality
Yeah, yeah.
because, yeah. So
But can you
there's a
replace
lot.
it with twisting or curving in this context?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Because if you read that sentence, something broke the surface and a long twisting and curving neck stretched up from the depths.
Okay.
That sentence works. That
All right, great.
sentence
So let's
works fine.
continue. Hard pounding, the photographer clicked the shutter. Of the few images he snapped, only one captured the inexplicable.
Okay.
Inexplicable is like what?
Yeah, it's you don't know but I want to go, like take it just a few steps back.
All right.
Heart pounding, heart pounding. The photographer clicked the shutter. Of
Yeah,
the
hard
few
pounding. The
images he,
photographer clicked the shutter.
yeah, of the few images he snapped, only
On-
one captured the inexplicable.
Only one captured the inexplicable. Inexplicable, like indescribable or
It's something that um, there's the word explain hiding in there.
unexplainable.
And yeah, because you like, what you when you put the in in front of a form of a verb, um, it means the opposite. Like
Una
there's
yeah, you're
hospitality,
right.
there's
Unable to be
hospitality, but
explained
there's
or
if
understood.
something is inhospitable, it's not very welcoming.
All right.
Um,
All right, so it captured something that was hard to understand or explain. All right, let's continue. Days later, that one tantalizing picture. What is tantalizing picture? Oh my goodness, so many words, I don't know.
Tantalizing means like teasing. Um, like um, if I say, like I know who killed Marilyn Monroe, um, you know, that's going to get a lot of people who still love Marilyn Monroe. Um, you know, like what did he say? What did he say? And he only said, like he knew who was killed Marilyn Monroe. You know, it's something that's teasing, but it's intended to
Entertain.
make people, well, entertain is part of it, but also to like draw people in.
Okay.
There's a lot of
Attract.
there's a lot of
Attract.
yeah, yeah,
All right. All right.
yeah.
So days
But
later,
you
that one tantalizing picture became the most famous proof of the fabled Loch Ness monster's existence. When the Daily Mail published the grainy black and white picture on 21 April, it created a sensation. What is grainy?
grainy is like a photograph that lacks
Oh, I see. I
focus.
see. Yeah, yeah. That was not
Yeah.
very clear.
It,
Was not very clear, right?
yeah, it's from photography.
Yes.
Grainy is it really very much from photography.
Yeah, it says if photographers are grainy, they are not clear because the many black and white or colored dots that make up the image can be seen. Yeah, so it's not clear picture. Like here, basically. Grainy. It's a grainy picture. All right. The photographer, identified only as a London surgeon, wished to remain anonymous. How do you pronounce this?
Anonymous. That is
An-
exactly correct. Anonymous.
anonymous.
It, yeah, and
Anonymous. Yeah.
anonymous. Yeah.
Remain anonymous, adding an air of credibility. And you would pronounce it as
Credibility,
credibility. Credibility.
credibility, and that credibility conveys like something that is truthful.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
surgeon like did this. Okay, he's not just like you know some charlatan
Yeah.
who's desperate to fool
Trustworthy.
everybody he
Trustworthy.
can. Yeah,
All right. The man behind the lens was Robert Kenneth Wilson, a gynecologist.
good word. This is a great word. This is a great word. Gynecologist,
Oh my
and that
gosh.
Y, that second letter Y in that word is pronounced exactly like the name of the letter I. Guy,
Gynecologist.
gynecologist, gynecologist.
All right. So that's the one who helps deliver the baby.
That is a gynecologist is um this is a sidetrack, and tell me to stop taking you on these sidetracks if you want. A gynecologist has to do with medical care for a woman about her reproductive
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ordinance.
Uh-huh.
Obstetrics, and I'm not sure. Obstetrics is something that gynecologists, do, but obstetrics has to do with the process of aiding a woman in giving birth.
Yes. All right. All right. So let me try. Say it again. Gynecologist.
Pronounce that Y just as if you're going to say
Gynecologist.
Aeeiou.
Gynecologist.
Gynecologist. Just
Gynecologist.
guy,
All right. So the man
gynecologist.
behind the lens was Robert Kenneth Wilson, a gynecologist with no particular ties to Loch Ness. He claimed to have taken the picture by chance, fate having granted him a fleeting glimpse of the legendary creature. His reluctance to attach his name to the photograph only fueled the media frenzy. Oh, again, we have the same frenzy. Yeah, the
Yep.
legend of the Loch Ness. So basically, correct me if I'm wrong, this guy didn't want to go public, and this only provoked the public interest.
Absolutely. 100%
All right.
correct on.
The legend of the Loch Ness monster had been simmering for many centuries. This word I also don't know. Simmering.
Simmering is from cooking. Um, if you
Oh,
have a pot on the stove and it's at low temperature and it's not warming the food, but it's like maybe 20 degrees hotter than warming. Is a simmering of food or a simmering of an issue is a low key cooking of the food. Let's see that the use of the
it
word
says
again in
cooking
the
at a
sentence.
temperature that is slightly below boiling.
Um, Simmering can be closer to warming than boiling. Boiling is like 100 degrees Celsius,
Yeah, it says
and that's
lower,
pretty
below.
hot. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
All
it's
right.
correct. It's
But I
correct. It is.
understood. So
It
it's
is.
had been simmering for many centuries, meaning like it was very
People have been people have been interested in it, but
yeah.
it's not like the thing that they were like really concerned about. Like they had issues at work. Like they had like
Okay.
issues with what's going on with like their kids that won't behave. That's
Yeah.
what had their focus and stressing them out. But yeah, oh yeah, Loch Ness Monster. Yeah, we were talking about that 2 months ago.
Super. Yeah. Okay, the first whispered tales date back as far as AD 565, when Saint Columba supposedly encountered a fearsome beast in the Loch. But it was only during the modern era that Nessie became a global obsession. All right, so they are talking about history here, saying that
Yep,
this used to be basically this used to be a like not a fairy tale, but like a
like
um
that. It's like that. It's like that. And that Nessie is actually the name that's been given to the monster or
yeah.
whatever the heck it is, or the
All right. In
whatever
19
they as a
in 1933, the phenomenon reached fever
fever.
fever pitch.
Yeah, that word fever, the E in the sound, the E, that second letter in that word, that E is pronounced like the name of the letter E,
Yeah, yeah, I
as in
understand.
AEIOU.
Yeah.
Fever.
Fever pitch. Fever pitch. I don't know what fever. I know what fever is, but I don't know what fever pitch is. Pitch is like a
Pitch
spot.
has no, no. Pitch can be tar, but what they're talking about here is it's like a musical note. Um,
Oh.
it's like if someone sings, like a really high note, oh, you know what? When a person can't sing, when a person can't sing and they can't stay on key, like consistently, like sing, a note in the song, and like the quality of the pitch goes up and down and up and down. Like they'll say, oh, like that singer is pitchy, which means like they can't stay on key. Um, that's okay. In 1933, the phenomena reached fever pitch. So
Pitch.
that would
Pitch.
be like a high note that's meant to convey drama.
Yeah.
Um,
What
yeah,
is with a spate of sightings?
a spate is like a handful, like with a handful of sightings, like um, maybe like 3 or 4 people within the space of 6 months thought that they saw Nessie, like in the water. Um, that would be a spate, like it would be a few instances of sightings. In 1933, the phenomena reached fever pitch with a few sightings. That's
Yeah.
how, like, if you want to change, take the word spade out and put in something very, very close to it. But, spade is kind of, uh, it's a nice fancy pants word. It's not something you hear in ordinary conversation, but, you know,
I guess there will
people
be a
like
lot of
to,
words that you don't hear in ordinary conversation because it's the magazine, like almost scientific, man. All right, so let's see. That summer, while driving alongside the Loch, George Spicer and his wife claimed to have seen the nearest approach to a dragon or prehistoric animal crossing the road in front of them. Their testimony echoed other incidents in which people reportedly came face to face with an enormous animal. Interesting. So they started lying, all of them, after one person lied, or maybe it was a real thing. Who knows?
um, well, it's people can deceive themselves.
That's right. I know. I know.
People can, like, if somebody wants to believe something, they'll find their proof.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe maybe
it's
they saw a bear or some other big animal. They
yeah.
supposedly, I know, I mean, they mistakenly, right? Mistakenly thought was a dragon or something.
Let me ask you this question. How big can a Russian bear be?
Quite big, I
Pretty
think.
damn quite big.
Yeah, I mean like 3 meters tall, more than like 4 meters, which is
If you
I don't know, like 8, 9 feet.
if you had a medved right in front of the hood of your car and you were trying to drive down some road, wouldn't you be stressed out?
Yeah, you would thought, oh, I've just encountered a dragon or monster. Anyway, especially it
Something,
was at nighttime, right? Yeah, so they
right?
saw an enormous animal, which means huge animal. The Daily Mail even hired big game hunter Marmaduke Wetherill,
I would give that th sound a nice th sound.
Wetherill,
Wetherill.
Wetherill.
That's probably I would
It
I wouldn't guess
sounds
on an
Indian,
astronaut.
maybe Indian, yeah, something like that.
Well, the Marmaduke isn't. The Marmaduke is uh I'm tempted to go with like English. Um sounds sound I would guess that would be like an Wetherill would be an English surname or family name.
All right, so
But I could very well
to
be wrong.
track down, it's not that important. So to track down the beast, meaning to try to
Mhm.
find the beast, but he was humiliated when footprints he discovered were exposed as fakes created by a prankster, possibly Wetherill himself, using a stuffed hippopotamus foot. It was amid
Um
uh-huh, created by a
uh
prankster.
hip
Prankster is the guy
hip
who like cheated everybody.
joke. A prankster is a joker,
Uh,
but the word I want to focus on for just a second is hippopotamus. A
hippopotamus. Oh
hippopotamus
yeah,
is
hippopotamus.
is the is the uh
Uh,
extremely dangerous,
Hippopotamus.
extremely
Yes.
dangerous. The thing that's kind of like a water buffalo, but much bigger. And it's the hippopotamus is an animal, that's known in Africa.
Yes.
Um, and people have been killed by hippopotamuses.
Yeah, I heard
Um,
it is very
because
violent, you know, and it can attack people easily.
try violent,
Violent.
violent. You want to pronounce the V in that word like you're saying the name of the letter V.
Yeah,
Violent,
violent. Violent.
violent,
Violent. I think I
violent.
said violent. It's not violent, it's violent.
No, there's
And
no
prank
Y in violent.
Yeah, violent,
Prank,
right?
a
Violent?
prank is a joke. A
Yeah,
prank is
prank.
a
Yeah,
joke, but
prank as a joke. But what is prankster? Prankster.
the prankster is the person who's deceiving people.
Yeah,
A
that's what I'm
prankster
saying.
is a
The
person
cheater.
who's
The
who's
cheater.
is like you know like playing tricks on
Yeah.
people.
Using a
And it also
stuffed
has
hippopotamus food, right? Hippopotamus food. All right. It was amid this furor that Wilson's photograph came into the newspaper's possession.
furor. This
Furor.
this is this is another booby trap of the English language. Uh, furor, furor. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it myself. Furor,
Furor.
furor, furor. It's
Furor.
like you pronounce
Furor.
the both those R's. Like you don't smooth over any furor. Like
Furor.
there's a big furor. In
Not
South
furor,
Seattle
but
because everybody's
furor.
you know
Furor.
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 Yeah, this is yeah. Damn that English language. Furor. That's as
Okay.
close as I can get to it.
All right.
Furor.
Furor.
But and that furor is uh a furor is kind of like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
bunch
it's
of
the state of
people
excitement. State of
that are upset.
excitement.
Yeah. And there's anger in that. If you unpack the word furor, it has an element of anger. People are excited, but they're not excited because they're happy. They're excited because they're angry.
Really?
Yeah. A
Everybody
furor
gets
is something
furor that
negative.
was
You don't want to create a furor if you hope to advance in the company. Because if you create a furor, everyone's ticked off at you.
hmm All right, let's see how they pronounce. Furor, a sudden, excited, or angry reaction to something by a lot of people. hmm That's interesting. So basically, people got mad that he did this prank to them. Okay.
Yep.
For 60 years, the surgeon's photograph teased the possibility of Ness's existence. But in 1994, the truth emerged. Christian Christian Sperling, Wetherell's son-in-law, or possibly stepson, confessed that it had been an elaborate hoax, right?
Let's work on those two words. Elaborate.
Elaborate
Uh,
hoax,
uh yeah, the last part of the word elaborate, you want to make a good strong at sound. Elaborate. You
elaborate,
know, um, the elaborate quilt was like beautiful to see. Hoax.
hoax.
Um,
Hoax is like
that's
as far as I understand, is
the
like
O.
a lie or something.
The
Yeah,
it's
trick.
a hoax is a swindle. It's a swindle. It's something
It's a
that like
plan to
would
deceive someone, such as telling the
yeah.
police there is a bomb somewhere where there is not one, or a trick.
The
Hoax.
interesting thing about the interesting thing about the pronunciation of the word hoax,
Hoax. Hoax.
Hoax, is you blend the pronunciation of the O and the A. So it's hoax, but like the emphasis is on the O, but the A, like kind of sneaks in there just a little bit. Um, the um, yeah, but there's a little bit of blending, but like the ordinary pronunciation of like a swindle or a hoax would be like an emphasis on um, the letter O, and in that sentence, and in that word, like O is pronounced like the name of the letter O,
Okay.
H-O.
Okay.
Yeah,
So let me read it again. Confessed that it had all been an elaborate hoax. intended as a payback for the tabloid. Also don't know this word tabloid.
A tabloid is a kind of magazine, but a tabloid, like conveys the sense that, like it's a low quality magazine. Um,
Oh,
England is famous for, these magazines, and there's, I think, some newspapers that tell a lot of untruthful stories. And the untruthful stories just entertain, like really a lot of people. But, it's the opposite of Scientific American. While Scientific American is a very respectable magazine, um, the magazines that publish nonsense that does entertain, you know, they have a very low quality reputation.
yeah. So it says the monster was merely a toy submarine with a sculpted neck attached, placed in the Loch to create a convincing shot. That's what I told you in the beginning.
Yep.
Wilson was a friend of Wetherell's, chosen to provide the ruse or reuse. I don't know this word also.
Ruse, ruse
Ruse.
is the trick. Uh,
Again, the trick. So hoax the
yeah,
trick, prank the trick, and ruse the trick.
yeah, yeah. A ruse is, like a magician will make you think that, like he can make a rabbit magically appear in a hat, and he can and pull it out, and you're like, oh, that rabbit wasn't there, but of course the rabbit was, sort of sneaked into the bottom of the hat, or however the ruse was engineered.
Okay. So it was chosen to provide the ruse with a degree of credibility. We already mentioned credibility, like trusting something. And so much to the
Chagrin. It's
chagrin. Oh my gosh.
yeah, it's thank you, English language. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, another poke in the eye. Uh,
Chagrin.
Chagrin is, to the, annoyed, annoyed, if
Disappointed
people
or
find out,
anger, especially when caused by failure or mistake. Oh, okay.
yeah,
Much of the
it's
chagrin of cryptozoologists worldwide, one of history's greatest hoaxes unraveled. Unraveled, like revealed,
unraveled is kind of like
solved,
sorted out,
sorted out.
finding the truth. Like if a person tells a story and most of it is completely false, like most interviews at the police station. Like if the if the truth can be discovered, if the truth can be discovered, it's a um, or if a person tells a bunch of lies to a police officer, and they start contradicting themselves, and they make themselves appear, absolutely as the guilty person. um,
Hmm.
their lies become unraveled. Like the truth is the truth is revealed.
Oh, okay.
So
So revealed is a good one,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
All right. Yeah. So unravel. Unravel. Okay, great. So let me read these words
that
again. So we have frenzy, like excited crowd, eerily, like scarily, sinuous, craving or tw like
twisting.
twisting, tantalizing, teasing, grainy, like bad quality, especially if it's a picture, giant, uh, oh my gosh, giant, giant.
Gy- Gynecologist.
Gynecologist,
Guy.
yes.
Remember to pronounce that word like the
With
name
G, not
of the
J.
letter
Yes,
I. Um,
gynecologist.
mm,
Yeah, gynecologist. Yeah, it's the doctor. Simmering, almost boiling, but not exactly. Prankster, the one who makes prank. Oh, so prankster, the tricker or
Joker.
cheater.
That's true. That's also
Furor, we said it's like an excitement, a state of excitement, but ne generally in a negative way, like
but
disappointment.
it usually a fear also conveys a sense of like a crowd of people
Ah, yeah, yeah, and also crowd of
are
people. Yeah, yeah,
are annoyed or like
yeah.
or even like more than annoyed.
Hoax, the same like trick, which was like like lies basically. Tabloid
Yeah.
is a type of cheap magazine or a newspaper, and ruse, the ruse, also trick. And
Yes.
chagrin or
Chagrin.
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 Yeah,
You know,
chagrin.
pronounce pronounce that GRIN like you would talk about a smile. You're like, oh, he grinned. Chagrin.
Yeah, chagrin, chagrin. I already
Chagrin.
forgot. So chagrin is
Yeah.
more like people's not reaction, but um yeah, just actually
Chagrin. Yeah. Well, chagrin is a kind of reaction
anger.
from people.
Yeah, anger.
Yeah.
And unraveled, sorted out. Whew, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Whew.
also unravel also applies to garments. Unraveling applies to like garments that like the threads all come undone. Besides, it also like in this story though doesn't refer to like a shirt or a sweater. It refers to um, you know truth revealed in a situation that is intended to swindle. Now, my question to you, sir, is have I given you a headache?
Oh, no, you did a great job. Thank you
Uh,
so much,
I,
Steve.
I,
Steve, I will stop
that's,
recording right
yeah.
now. 1 second.